Hey guys, welcome back in. Continue some permadeath stuff here. Let's see, jumping game. We did get the update. It sounds pretty underwhelming. Got to dig into it more. See what's actually in it. Oh, say where all my saves? Yeah, I came down here to see if there was a new expedition, but it's not ready yet. I thought I just lost a bunch of saves. All right. I know I was planning on starting to build a base, but what I think I want to do, I just want to do something different tonight. I think I'm just gonna do a bunch of running around the planets. I'm gonna look for a paraffinium hotspot. See if I can set up a little base just for that, because I need to get some paraffinium for my stasis device build. So I might just do like a little base for that, but I think I'm gonna run around and just gather up as much of the star bulb as I can. I also have to do the same thing with phosphorus and selenium. So I think I'm going to be doing a bunch of that and digging up salvage technology at the same time. And I think those are my two bottlenecks right now. Because if I build here now, the base I planned on, this one had magnetized ferrite, paraffinium, nitrogen, and I don't remember what the other thing is. See if I can bring it up here. Oh, copper. So I think I'm still gonna build that base here. It's just I don't really feel like building tonight. I just feel like running around and exploring. So there's probably just gonna be a lot of just doing that, and I need to get salvage data too because I still have a bunch of building parts I want to unlock. So I think that'll be pretty much the main focus of it tonight. I do want to see if I can get selenium anywhere here. Cactus flesh. Okay, so I don't have one here. All right. I am gonna no, I don't need cactus flesh. I do need gamma root though, so I might go over to that planet for a little bit as well. I'm pretty sure. I know I have other planets in my my list that I can get phosphorus on, so I'm not too worried about that. So I think that's going to be the plan. But first, I do want to bring in my freighter though, and whoa, get my frigates under control. Hopefully none are broken. It doesn't look like the update really gave us much of anything, so right now anyway. Unless today's update was more like a preload, which could be the possibility. I'll run up here and see what my frigates brought back, just so I can keep these things going. Yeah, I'd like to try to stay on top of these, get them to rank up a little bit. Alright, got one more. Actually, got two more. I do have to keep an eye out. I need more. I need to get some trade frigates too at some point. I was kind of stumble upon those when I can. Alright. Oh, let's see. Actually, I might as well grab all this while I'm here. I wish they would make these automatic so that they picked them when you walked over them. I can never hit that trigger. Same thing with the carbon on the wall. Sometimes it's difficult to hit this little trigger. You have to be right on it sometimes. Alright, let's see what we have. I always like bringing in this stuff manually. It just... Oh, actually, let's bring this over here too. Alright. That should put it right in there. Yeah, it did. Alright. Yeah, I get so many of these relics now that I'm gonna start deleting the friggin' things. I'm tired of selling them. Okay. Move these down here. I don't know why these got moved. Actually, I do want to see. I want to make sure. Oh, I do actually need some of these, so. The daggers I needed? Stick them all over here for now. Oh, it's Gek relics. Alright. Yeah, I'd like to keep a stack in there and a stack on my character as well. Actually, I could probably... Actually, I think I'll keep a little bit more, actually. Now that I think of it. Because I can just give these to NPCs to gain rank, I think. Might want to start hanging on to some of these. Get going on this stuff too. Get a living ship. Alright. It'd be nice if I could just move everything over and not have to worry about what my storage space looked like. The problem is I know some of it's going to get mixed up. Yeah, like these. Plants. See, like, I don't know why this didn't go directly into here. So I have in storage bay 1, or storage bay 0 is kind of nice. It kind of catches things that get overlooked. I know that spot overlooked. Oh yeah, I gotta work on getting a bunch of silicate dust too, at some point. Right, I cleared it up a little bit. I don't know if there's anything I really need to go harvest. I do want to look at these things though. I don't know if these things are adding up for me or not. Okay, so they are. Alright, so I'm gonna grab that. Okay, maybe these are worth keeping around. See, like this one's like empty though. So I don't know what the deal is with these things. Yeah, because one of those had like 350 in it, so. Get rid of that activated emerald. I used up, I need dioxide. That's what that is. One right past it. And I think I accidentally, yeah, I did. I took 250 of that uranium out of there by accident. Noticed that earlier when I was doing all that refining. Alright, all set. I think I still have one more extra, yep, one here. I want to try to get all these done so I don't forget about them. Start ranking up some of these guys too. Alright. I always do a save just out of habit. Way back down here. So I'm going to be looking for like a little, just a little paraffinium hotspot, and I don't need much. I only need like 4,000 of it to get the ball rolling on this. So it shouldn't be too much. Well, I'm gonna have to make a bunch of plants too, but I'm hoping to be able to pick a lot of the plants as well. Oh, a drop pod? Yeah. Could have used that. Alright, so whenever I try to land at an actual building with a landing pad. I mean, I have enough resources and stuff, but at the same time, I'd rather use a landing pad so I don't have to use resources. That's why a lot of times I'll just scan for a trading post right away and land there. Try to get inland a little bit more. Wait for the storm to clear also. I'm also not seeing very much starbulb either. something here. I'm just going to give this a couple minutes to blow through. I'm going to run in the other room for a minute, take care of something. Alright, sorry about that. Let's see here. If I have a hot spot anywhere. Got electric over that way. Alright. Planet's not looking very good for yeah, it always pays to scan everything too. I'm gonna say I'm not seeing very much star bulb on the way here. So some of this stuff would show up. I'm just going to move on to the next one. I prefer to do this on a flatter planet. I really don't want to have to keep going up and down hills. Okay, there's some over here. I don't need a plaque or anything. Yeah, I just felt like running around tonight, so do some of this. I don't mind picking up this stuff, but as long as it isn't stormy. Stormy, it becomes a pain. Actually, this stuff looks better. Maybe it's just me. It looks more, it's got a different texture to it, I think. Now, a lot of times, maybe I just didn't notice it before. It looks like it's a little bit cleaner, the textures. Alright, see if I have anything. Nothing here. Yeah, like I'm actually walking on rocks now. Typically, you end up walking through these. Yeah, I wonder if they did some changes to the textures, it looks like. Some more over there and over there. Let's see if I can put it. It seems like the render's a little bit better with trees and stuff too. Maybe they did a bunch of graphical tweaks. Yeah, see, you don't get very much out of these things. That's why it's faster to refine them. I need a lot of this. I think I need like 6,000. So. I just heard we had a mass shooting today in Kansas City. Just crazy, crazy stuff. I'm not going downhill. There's another star bump here. Go into my camera and be faster. Alright, it's down that way. Thought that was more closer. Do a little bit of running around. I need to be in my ship all the time. Nice big batch of it over here. You gotta remember to look around for salvage data while I'm doing this too. I wish this planet was a little flatter though. Make this a lot easier. Might be easier on an exocraft too, but I don't really care for those. I bet I can move around faster with my jetpack most of the time. Periodically scan. There might be something over that way. That paraffinium base just needs to be a silo and an extractor. I don't need a ton of it. It's going to be a temporary base anyway, because I'll end up deleting it when I do that other base on this planet. So it's just I know I'm going to have to stretch my boundaries out, and I don't like to mess around too much with reusing the same hotspot. Like if I were to delete the base and then try to use that hotspot again, sometimes it might not be accessible right away. So I want to try to build away from that other computer if I can. But where was that? 300 that way. And at the same time, keep an eye out for salvage data. But I don't want to run all the way over there, so let's head for that hot spot. I should have a storm roll in any time too. Yeah, like I'm only looking for paraffinium, so it's the only one I need to magnetize ferrite. Of course. Alright. Impulse beams everywhere. Yeah, we'll head over to that berry tech row. Oh, and I got a big batch of that over here too. When you think you got them all, there's always one more hanging out. Alright. What have I collected? Okay, I've already got one stack. Yeah, I think I need like 6,000, so I need quite a bit. going straight this way. Not a bad looking planet. Always apprehensive digging straight down just in case there's a cave. Oh, a couple of these over here. See what this is. It gives me a chance to pick up this type of stuff too, like knowledge stones and stuff like that. Impulse beams, yep, my support. So use those up. Alright, that will work. Got electricity, but I don't need it, so I'm just going to drop a base computer here. This is the only thing I actually need here is going to be the paraffinium. I don't need to be dead on accurate with this or anything, so see if I can get somewhat close without making scaffolding. Toss it there. 33%, that is horrible. It's not much better. All I do is just keep moving it. I wish they would change how this works, though. Get it a little bit higher. I'll settle for 38%. Come on. %, that's good enough. Alright, so I'm going to do is I'm going to do 2 batteries. This is probably going to be overkill, but I'm going to have I want to have a teleporter in the base too, so I don't want to run into any energy issues, so I will overdo it, because now I have resources, so now I'm not too worried about overbuilding it a little bit. don't think I have much for pure ferrite, do I? I got more than I thought, actually. I'm still just going to build a little shack for this. What I do want to do, though, is have it facing this way. And I never build directly on the ground. I mean, it's something you learn early on because of the terrain regeneration, so yeah, never build directly on the ground. Go in, get rid of that. Actually, that base is going to be too big, so let's go a little tiny base. Little basic base. I should have, yeah, I got enough for one silo. Need to get some metal plating at some point. Actually, I'm gonna bring that down a little bit. I like these little tiny builds like this. Don't have to put much thought into them. You know, with this one, I'm not even going to bother putting on a... I'm going to shrink that down. Can I build this, though? Okay, good. That corner. I should have shrunk that down too, but you know what? I think I will. Just so it's not piercing through the roof. I don't need it to look fancy. That'll work. And I shouldn't really need anything else inside, so I do want to put on one of these. Oh, I need a door. Can't forget the door. And make it look all fancy, give it a glass roof. Now, at least I can get paraffinium going, and actually that looks stupid. Way too big. What am I looking for? A little bit of support. Alright. Quick and easy. Oh, ain't that a beautiful base? Alright. And I always check to make sure Discovery Services is on. And I'm gonna upload these. And last two creatures are underwater. I think I might try to find them. Do any grab? Ah, I hate it when I do that. I do that way too often. I'm not even gonna bother the landing pad because literally I'm gonna loot this base like maybe 5 times tops, and then I'm just gonna get rid of it. So, oh, condensed over there. Now I do want to take a quick peek around, see if I see any of that. Get buried tech. What I might do is go back to my my mold base because there's phosphorus on that planet too, so I might have a hotspot right over by my portal. Get this and then warp out of here. Alright. Now while I'm here, I'm actually just going to transfer this straight to my freighter. I think tomorrow, it wouldn't surprise me if we have the expedition roll up tomorrow or Friday, so I might be busy doing that stuff. That I probably won't stream either. Normally I try to race through those kind of quick. Actually, you know what? I want to just see if I can get the other 2 animals. I'm pretty sure those both said underwater. Alright, yeah. I'll find myself a thing of water here. Even though I don't really need the nanites, I like to try to get everything on the planet if I can.
Technology recharge.
Yeah, I didn't think it would be broken up like this. I thought this was going to be a big open body of water. I'll just land down here. You can probably find them both right here. Oh, that's another thing I need to, I never bought the thing. I don't think I did. Yeah, I don't have underwater stuff on this. I still need to unlock it. I'll give this a couple seconds, wait for stuff to load in. That way I'm not way out in the middle when they finally show up. Only takes them a few seconds. Weird looking water. It's kind of oily. I wonder if they did something with that too. It's hard to tell. No, it doesn't look good. The color might be a little bit stronger, but that could be a filter. I'm not seeing any animals. Yeah, nothing's showing up. Need deeper water. Should try to look around for some cryophosphate also. See if I can find a deeper body of water. I think there was some right over by my other base, though. I don't remember it being necessarily deep, though. Looks like a larger body of water, though. Yeah, a big thing of water over here. See if I can land right on that little island, maybe. Surprised there hasn't been a storm yet. Oh, that might be cryo right there. Kelp sack. Alright, one animal. I gotta keep an eye on my oxygen level down here. Do not want to die in the water. Surface. The thing is, you can typically scan from up over the water too. You know, don't have to always be under it. It can help though. Oh, that other animal was uncommon, so it's probably going to be a nightmare to try to find. So I'm going to grab some cryophosphate. It doesn't look like there's much of anything here. Yeah, you got chlorine. That could be useful. This side looks like. Salt. here. Oh, there we go. Alright. That'll be everything here. Yeah, I always like to try to find all the animals if I can. Some of the underground ones I will skip on because they're so frustrating trying to find. So get these uploaded. And I don't bother renaming stuff half the time because it just gets reset. So do want to bring these up to three nanites. Because you can do the upload all thing too. I don't like to do it mainly because I feel like I didn't really accomplish anything if I do it. You know, if I upload a manual, I feel like I actually did something. Alright, let's jump out of here. There is a radioactive planet here that I think I might actually stop by. Just to see if I can find a bunch of gamma root. Actually, no, I need selenium, so I can always come back for that. What am I looking for? This. Jump in here. I'm just going to go right over to my mold base and see if I have any hot spots around that, and then check my around my portal base because it's on the same planet. So see if I have phosphorus. Over here. Actually, I'm gonna jump out for a couple minutes and grab a drink and use the bathroom. So just get myself landed here. Trying to look at my sheet and see what I actually need. Need 3,200 selenium. Ooh. The first time it's done that to me. Glad I didn't walk away while warping. That's not done yet, is it? Still got 6 hours left. Oh yeah, that's like 18 hours or 16 hours, something like that. I was hoping maybe I would get like an extra runaway mold out of this. Alright, take a quick peek. Because I most likely have phosphorus around here. I mean, I have 3 bases on this planet, so there should be phosphorus right next to one of them. Alright, toss these plants in real quick and then jump out for a minute. Move all this right over. these things I just kind of let them stack up. And I'll move all this over. I hate how these things, like, the tracking on them is weird on controller. Never looks right. Okay, where's those? I don't think I have anything in my ship. Nope. Alright, I am going to jump over probably about 5 minutes, and I just want to see if there's anything I can, like, refine or anything in that time, though. Can use some carbon. Anything in here? Actually, we can convert that over. I hate jumping out and not having something going on. It drives me nuts. I will set a couple things refining. I don't remember what the heck I was looking to refine. Oh, that cobalt. Get that going. I should get more magnetized ferrite. Oh no, I had a bunch of it. Oh, it was a silicate powder. That way you can make some glass. Alright. Be like 5 minutes, guys. I will be right back. back. Just seeing some of that footage of the stuff that happened in Kansas City, it's just friggin' heartbreaking. So I was down in Boston when the Boston bombing happened. It just kind of brings back those types of memories. It's crazy. Let's see here. Some more glass. Yeah, I'm gonna need like 300 glass for this. Actually, I'll pull out some of these too. Can I buy? I don't think we can buy batteries anymore. Oh, I want to buy some of this though. Buy all of those. I don't like chewing through ferrite dust. Head up here. Very tech. These things must reset at some point. I know I already dug this up, but oh, I'll take that. That's why it's good to have some of that damaged machinery somewhat near a base and pay off. I don't think the salvage data comes back, but these do reset. Here we go. It's got like 1,000 nanites for almost no work. Alright. I do want to see, there is something here. I hope this is phosphorus, that would be awesome. I don't even think I'd have to stretch my boundary. If I do, it won't be much. It's probably friggin' copper, though. Cobalt, yeah. That was worth a shot. Might as well grab this one here. Maybe I'll get another mod. Nope. Oh, got salvage data though. Yeah, this was the first planet I spawned on too. Got a that crashed radar. I never went over to that. I think I still have the stranded pilot somewhere on this planet too. Yeah, stranded life form. It's still stranded. Oh yeah, and if I leave a red marker anywhere, it's typically a sentinel pillar. So that I can quickly just run over there and turn them off. Like if I need to farm a bunch of resources or animals or whatever, a lot of times I'll do that. Turn them off, then I can just go nuts and get everything I need. Forgot I had an exocraft. Anything in there? Nope. Shows you how much I use an exocraft. And I'm just gonna warp over. Here's my second mold farm. It's on the same planet, so I can just bounce between both of these and farm as much runaway mold as I want. The first couple of days of setting it up, that's all I did. Ended with, you know, like, I don't know, 30, 40,000 nanites. I would just bounce between these two farms. There's not much at all of them, but gives you a little bit of stuff. Whoa! I hate it when the game does that. Especially in Permadeath, you know. Flashbacks. See if there's anything here. I'd rather use an existing base to get paraffin or to get phosphorus as opposed to starting another base. I'm gonna crash. I'm very good luck. What I'll do is I'll get on the other side of my base now and see if I can get a hot spot over there. That one was kind of far away. See if there's any other hot spots. A lot of times, like hot spots, if you can't find one, you know, sometimes if you're looking for a mineral, sometimes if you see an electrical somewhat close, you head in that direction, sometimes something will pop up. This hot spot should disappear soon. Typically about 400 away. Something like that. So what I'm listening for right now is a high-pitched pulse. And there's something in this direction. Yep. You probably can't hear it on stream, but I can hear it in my headphones. So head this way a little bit and one should pop up. Hopefully it's not too far away. Oh, and it's an S-class, whatever it is. But my base is already 500 units away. Now, let's go see what it is. S-class, so it's worth kind of taking a look at. It doesn't matter much in Permadeath, but it is always nice to find S-class when you can. Chances are it's going to be copper, though. Oh, it's phosphorus. Alright. What I will do is I will drop down this, do a save. I'll have to stretch my boundary all the way out here. All I do is I line up my wall right on where that marker is. And what I do is I do 2 high just to mark my beginning point. And I always go 1 wall in the center and then 2 on each side. Just give me a bigger diameter. Just in case my my line gets kind of wonky. Another thing, I'll probably do it. I am just going to toss down a silo here that I can tie into. I don't really need all this extra phosphorus, but I'd rather have too much than not enough. And doing this, it gives me a place that I can tie into. Like if something happens, if the game crashes or something, I would only have to worry about stretching my boundary out to the extractor. I won't have to worry about bringing that all the way back to my base. I can just tie into this. So, not that it's a big deal and take an extra minute just to run everything, but I just like to do it that way. That way, or if, like, let's say I had to leave this system for a reason, sometimes the game will forget that you've already stretched your boundary and you'll have to come back and stretch it again. Sometimes you can talk to the base computer and exit out and do a reload and it will fix your boundary. Most of the time it will, but I've had a couple instances where it doesn't, so I would have to re-stretch it all over again. That gets really annoying, especially when you're going several hundred units away over difficult terrain. It's just what I like to do. So I've done a lot of bases that have multiple hotspots, and it gets really annoying when one of the hotspots doesn't work right because you left the system too early. You know, before you get the base actually uploaded. Or sometimes, like, you have uneven terrain, and sometimes that can screw up your pipe runs. So it's one of the reasons I do the two on the side, just to add a little bit more to the radius. Do a couple more things, those walls here, and I don't have to worry, definitely don't have to worry about getting this one dead on, because it's S-class, so diameter is massive. Like, I can probably put down an extractor down here and still get a reading. Yeah, 3%, I'm still pretty far away from that. I'm still 100 units away and I'm still getting 3% out of it, so. Pop down another row of these. And just for the heck of it, see what this reads. Okay, 86. Oops. Alright. I'm not gonna mess around with that. I'm just gonna build a little platform here. Say I'm really close to the edge. Alright, so that should get me at least 98. Alright. Looks like they fixed this, didn't they? You used to... Oh, okay, good. You can still kind of float in the air a little bit. I'm just gonna... Oh. When you build it, kicks you out now. So... I'm just gonna put a new line in the ground. Actually, I think that's gonna end up flipping that extractor around, but that's alright. Oh no, it didn't. I always end up doing it backwards. Alright, so let's see here. The battery. A couple of these. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get kind of far this way. Got my pipe. A lot of times I'd like to just walk the pipe, especially on these long runs. Because you're going to have to terminate the pipe a couple times on the way. So I try to get stuff so it's low to the ground, so it's not sticking way up in the air. Sometimes it looks good, but a lot of times I don't like it to be up in the air like that. So about like, you know, typically what I'll end up doing is I bury it in the ground. You can stretch your pipe and your wire 200 units, but normally about every 150, 175, what I typically do is I dig a hole in the ground and put it all in there instead. That way you don't even see it on the surface. Now I'm not going to be able to make it over to that silo, I don't think, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to terminate this low and then just run my pipe right to the silo. I would typically bury that silo also. What I do is what I would do is I would dig a hole like right here, and then, and for me to mark it, what I use is the inside roof. I would put that like that, and if it's on like a darker planet, I'll put a lantern on it so it sticks out to me. That way I know right where I dug a hole, and you know, I know where to stick the pipe and wire when I'm doing it. What I'll do is I'll head back now. Now I don't have to worry about stretching my pipe or anything now, so what I'll do is I'll go back and just delete these while I'm over here. That way I don't have to do the whole run all the way back out here again to just to delete them. I'll use the build camera exploit when getting some of these. I don't have to keep running around. I just want to be careful when I delete these walls that I don't accidentally delete the pipe. I always try to delete them at the top of the wall when I select it. Alright. And that way all I have to do is get back to my base and run a pipe in between the two silos, and that will be done. At least I'll have a resource for phosphorus now. Yeah, you see how sometimes those pipes can go up pretty high, so always the top of the wall. The ones on the side don't matter much, but the middle wall you want to watch out for. There's nothing I hate more than repiping everything because I've accidentally deleted it. It's really easy to do too, especially if you try to do this in the middle of a storm or nighttime. It can be a pain, especially in a storm. You can't see anything half the time. You got tornadoes and all that crap going on around you. Alright. Because I don't have to worry about making any terminations in between here and there. I'm just gonna walk my pipe back. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna play it safe. I'm gonna get my silo in place. And then I'll run the pipe. But sometimes the pipe likes to disappear on you sometimes, so I like to, I don't like to leave it unattended on the ground. It's still there, but it just doesn't render. It's weird. I don't even know if I should. I haven't had this thing boxed in. I haven't had any issues, so I'm just gonna leave all this open and let's toss the silo down here somewhere. Actually, I'll shrink it down. I tend to use this cabinet most of the time, or this locker, because it's bigger. It's easy to see when you're duplicating stuff. Well, when you're going to do the copy thing, it's easier to find than just the wire. I find using just the wire can be a pain sometimes to find it. Alright. Stick that there. I'll make that red so I know it's phosphorus. And all I'll do is run my pipe. I'll head right towards that beacon. I should have deleted that beacon, I forgot. I do want to kind of make that look a little bit better. There we go. Yeah. I'm so used to making things try to look good that I'm not used to building sloppy like this. Alright. I might be able to tie directly into that. Yep. Check it real quick. Alright, 2250. I am gonna go pick up that beacon because I may need to put another beacon on this planet somewhere at some point. I wish they would expand. Oh, I missed a couple walls too. I wish they'd expand and let us put more than 5 beacons on a planet. That's probably done for a reason though, especially on a planet with a bunch of bases on it. You can put all the comm balls you want though, you know. Well, you really can't, but... Charge that too. Yeah, you'll notice a lot of people that do permadeath, they'll put on, they'll have three of each of these S-class mods. I don't even bother with them. I just put on one, and then with the X-class ones, it kind of makes up the difference. See, my biggest thing is, if I put on, you know, 3 of these hot mods, I'm constantly needing to refill, you know, recharge them. And when I recharge them, that costs me 6 batteries every time. So I'd rather just keep a close eye on my my hazard protection and refill it as I need to. So that's why I only use one of them. Just pay attention to what my levels are. One good thing about having the 3 mods is if you do start taking damage and one of them breaks, you have 2 of them there to back you up. But I've never done it. Like even on extreme permadeath, I don't bother with it. Alright. More of these out here. I'll go grab up some salvage data while I'm here. And I think I do need dihydrogen also, don't I? Yeah, a little bit. Grab this. And I'm gonna have to hop off for a few minutes coming up. I need to do my medications, so that'd be pretty quick though. Alright, grab this one. This is a pretty good planet for this stuff though. There's a lot of damaged machinery and yeah, what do they call it? Salvage data. Quite a bit of it. Oh, I actually want to keep Besium right now. I need it for, is it Mordite or one of the plants I need, Besium for. Wait, I think I need it for, what is it, gut root, I think? I need Besium. Kind of do a scan right around. A couple more over here. So, I mean, you can get a lot of this stuff really quick. It works better on like a small moon. Things are kind of condensed more a little bit. So. Wait, more curious deposits right here? Ooh, a whole bunch of curious deposits. How far away is that base? Oh my god. Jesus. I'm tempted to move my base here. I'm gonna put a marker here. I might end up... I don't really need the deposits anymore, but... Dude, that's a score. That's a lot of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 17. Jesus. Yeah, I might relocate that base. Alright, I'm gonna go grab this one and then I need to jump out for a bit. Refill this though. Way back over. I probably should have picked up some of that selenium back there, but it's alright. Oh. Actually, I think I'd been here. But that reset. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'd been here. Yep, this thing's open. Oh, and get more of this. Oh, well, let me pick it up. Darn it. Check this other building. This will actually give me a good spot to hop out. And loot that, and I should be able to loot this again too. So the only thing that doesn't reset is the salvage data. I don't think there was anything good in here. Oh, we've got nanites though. Another stock trader. Nice. That piece of junk. Alright, I'm gonna hop out here for a few minutes and yeah, hop out for a few minutes. Alright. I will be right back. I didn't choke to death on pills for once. Alright. So I'm going to head back to my base now and rename it. And I think I might get back to... Oh, what's over there? I have two different, I think that's a minor settlement also. I'm gonna head over towards that. I don't think I've been to that one. Give me a chance to grab some more data too. Got up to 45 of them now, so. Let's see me here though. I lost track of my building. Oh wait, that said humming stacks. Oh. I thought maybe it was an abandoned building. Whenever I see those humming stacks, all I think are biological horrors. Pretty sure this is a minor settlement though. Buried tech over there. Alright. Head for that buried tech. Looks like there's going to be one on each side. Oh, there's one before it, okay. I've never visited this one. I can always tell because these are going to be closed. I wish they'd get rid of that animation too. It takes too long. A lot of times I just cancel the animation. Alright. I got a lot of navigation data now too, don't I? What if I just put it in my ship? I need to buy a bunch of maps at some point too. Maybe this one will have a decent multi-tool on it. Got a rifle. B class. One there. This is probably the other supercharged wallet. It's spread out way too far for me though. Grab that. Actually, what do I actually need for stasis device? I know I need... a few things I know that I need still. Okay, I know I have those. I can always make living glass. Okay, yeah, superconductor circuit board. Yeah, I keep hoping one of my frigates will bring back some of that stuff. I don't think you can buy circuit boards though. There's a semiconductor. Yeah. I'll end up being able to make all that stuff soon though. Alright. I should head back to my ship, I think. Yeah. Head back over there. this can be dangerous. Sometimes the ground won't render for you, so don't recommend doing it on permadeath. Unless you know the limits of what you can do, what you can get away with. Alright, check this real quick to make sure that looks good. Now where's my computer? That way I can update all of this. Do I have for phosphorus in my suit? Right. I'll grab that. A little bit extra phosphorus then. I'll go back over here. What I should do is check this system and see if I have a planet with ammonia on it. I don't think I need... Oh, actually, no. I need gamma. I need to get a bunch of gamma root. I don't know if I have a planet with gamma root on it here. No. I do need fungal though, don't I? Nope, I don't. Alright, yeah, I don't have one here in this system. I'm going to take that leftover phosphorus though and toss it in here. Mix it up with some oxygen. A little bit of selenium out of that. Check this real quick. Yeah, like I need a whole bunch of this now. Actually, selenium. Yeah, I need 3,200. So it's probably a good thing I did a little bit extra on that. The scanner mod. All right. Mods. Oh, add more storage augmentations in here. I got stuff all over the place. Alright. And that one I'll just sell. That memory fragment I want to put in here. So. Oh yeah, I need to find glitching separators too. I'll have to keep an eye out for those. That over there. Burn off that little bit of sodium I have. I've been meaning to burn this off for quite a while. I like to try to keep like 3 stacks of the building materials. I do have to get a bunch of silicate powder too. I need to go mine a bunch of that because I want to start using stone. Get that out of there. Why do I have 2 silver? Let's get rid of it. That. I'll just stick in my ship. Okay. I'll run up here just to see if I might have some plants ready. Nope. Alright. There. Move these. Yeah, I like to just glitch in a bunch of them right on top of each other. Makes it quick to harvest them. Alright, 37 carbon. What I'll do is I'll take that and I'll also mix it with a little bit of oxygen. Give me a better return. I don't need too much of that. I might end up doing 2 runs of this just to get a bunch. I'd rather have too much condensed carbon than not enough, so I got plenty of oxygen. I'll just take a little bit of oxygen here, top that off. Actually, I got too much carbon now, so that in there. Alright. Yeah, I always like to have plenty of condensed carbon. Might have a little bit extra oxygen left over. Yeah, I'll have a little extra oxygen. I just like to try to squeeze out as much as I can with this stuff. That's why having oxygen is so, it's probably the most valuable thing. Even though it doesn't sell for anything, it's just universally useful. You pretty much can use it for duplicating anything. The legit way, you know. I'll end up taking this out. Put that right there. Run it through again. I could actually probably run around this planet and grab a ton of selenium while I'm here. Which I think is what I'll end up doing here. But it's all over the place on this planet. There's actually some right next to my base, just so I don't feel like running all the way over there. Yeah, there's a few different patches, so what I'll do is I'll kind of land in the middle of them. Right about here. At the same time, I can look for salvage data at the same time. I think I interacted with this one. Well, maybe not. Sometimes they just like to run around and do stuff like this, as opposed to building and all that stuff. Yeah, I don't mind doing this because I know I'm gonna build something that's gonna make it so I never have to do this stuff again. It's worth the effort. Normally I just do stasis devices. Normally I don't bother with the fusion igniters. Even though it's very similar, it's a little bit different. You just need different planet types. But you can only make so many, you know. You can only hold so much money. And in reality, all you need is like 300 million to be very comfortable. By the time you have that much, you know, you really don't have to farm a lot of stuff after that. Unless you want to, you know, expand, you know, maximize your inventory on everything. You know, that's what all the money goes towards, because that stuff gets really expensive. And this type of stuff, it's a lot easier to farm on a somewhat flat planet. Yeah, this planet does have some hills on it, but it's not as crazy as like that lush planet I was on earlier. And one little trick is if you can't see the next deposit, go into your camera and go towards night mode, and you'll see it show up. Especially with this and the, you know, the gamma, like all the plants kind of give off a light to them, so it's easier to see them. This actually feels kind of weird because the last couple of stasis device farms I built were on extreme permadeath, where you have your stack size is only 300 as opposed to 500. So it feels kind of weird to have all this extra inventory on a permadeath save. I'm so used to the extreme version. It almost feels like I'm cheating. Oh, we've got data structure here too. Sometimes these can drop exosuit upgrades. And I think they can drop a few different things. Alright, now I can't see the next batch of plants, so I'll just go back up. And they kind of fall on the north-south ley line, typically, so... See, I'm not seeing another batch of it. It's out there somewhere, but... Alright. Thought I saw a building over there, but it was one of those mineral deposits. Oh, and there actually is some over that way. I want to see what way my character's facing. I just realized I missed one here. Trying to see where that deposit was. I don't think I'm gonna bother going for it. It's too far away. I'm feeling lazy. So, I think I needed a little bit more dihydrogen too, so I'll grab a Go for that one. I always like to try to keep a stack of that stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna need it if I need to make frigate fuel and stuff. So. Alright, so I'm just gonna call in my ship. And that thing doesn't seem to be recharging. I wonder if this is broken. Oh, it did go up to 21%. I'm gonna keep an eye on that. Oh, I also don't have any mods for that either. I missed another selenium? Yeah, it merged into another one. Alright. Yeah, I don't have... Okay, so that is recharging. Alright. Yeah, I'll just use up one of these things. Actually, I got plenty of uranium, I'll use that. I'll just fly out here a little bit till I see another big patch of that stuff and land. Oh, good sized patch over here. And what I do is I try to, oh, I've got 3 patches here. I'll go towards that middle patch. That way I can see like where my ship is too. I know that, you know, I can kind of keep it in line. Because I'm going to end up roaming around a little bit because I have the salvage data to get. Grab those up and then I'll head over there and grab that batch. Alright. Sometimes having that terrain manipulator can screw up your jumping. Grab these. Some of these plants look really nice at night. The little light that they give off. Actually, can I pick these up instantly if I do this? No, it still counts you down. This guy. I always grab the hazard mods until I have a whole set of the hazard protection mods. I always grab as many of these as I can until I have them all. Then I'll stop buying them. But it's hard to get these because the maximum value is 10% on all the different hazard types. And getting one of those is like getting the Holy Grail, you know. It's a lot of times you'll get them and that would be absolutely horrible, but they're definitely worth getting if you get a chance. Um, I don't normally bother with the launch thruster one, but I will grab it. Mining is always good to have, so is in scanner. Life support, of course. Movement. Typically I buy, like, everything, if I can. We have plenty of nanites now, so... We'll send it in. I like blaze javelin I don't use, so I'll just skip that. I don't care for the blaze javelin, mainly because when I pull the trigger, I want my weapon to fire. I don't want to wait for it to charge up or, you know. There is that new Sentinel weapon thing that kind of works like that, where you have to charge it for a second and then fire. I haven't really gotten around to using it. But I guess it's really good. People seem to like it. I'm just so old school. I'm so used to having, you know, just a bolt caster, and so that's pretty much all I use. That and the scatter blaster, which I haven't actually installed on this yet. I will in normal mode. Permadeath, I normally just stick with the bolt caster though, mainly because I don't want to take up all the slots in my multi-tool. I don't like, well, another thing is I don't like switching between weapons. I'm not a fan of doing that. Because your terrain manipulator screws everything up. Unless you have one weapon just for combat, then it's not bad. And typically I just keep one or two multi-tools. Whipping plants. Now there should be more right over here. That's further away than I thought, but it's alright. I'll continue in that direction. Kind of look for salvage data if I can. I'll always hit these. Actually, I might need copper. Yeah, I could use a little bit of that. I'm always worried that I'm not going to have copper when I go to charge a portal. And that's typically the one thing I'm missing. It's always copper. I like to try to keep a stack of that. Just a little bit more. More shot here. Yeah, quite a bit of that selenium. Only need like another, what, like 4,000? So might not even have to use that phosphorus for making this. Well, I'm sure I'm gonna finish up this little batch, then I'm gonna go do something else, though. Oh, there's actually more over there, too. Wow. I hate it. I say one thing, then I notice something shiny over in the distance, and I forget what I just said. Yeah, I hate it when I get towards the end game where all you want to do is build and mess around with your ship and stuff like that. I miss doing this type of stuff where you just have to go around and get supplies. You know, like the the exploration and you know, material harvesting stuff. Yeah, I think that's why I like the early games so much. Like those first couple hours can get pretty wild. All right, and I know I saw more here. That direction. I need to make some batteries too. Of course, now I see another patch of it over in the distance. The nighttime is always good for grabbing this stuff. You can normally see it from a pretty good distance away. I do think they did something like the render on some of this stuff though. It looks cleaner, like an upgraded texture. You really notice it on the Star Bulb, Star Bramble. Not so much on the Solar Vine though. This was actually a really good planet to spawn on. I actually enjoyed this planet to start off with. There's quite a few caves you can kind of duck into if you need to, and the terrain itself is easy to get around. Some of these planets have these little, almost like a little pillar of like cobalt or whatever, and you constantly bounce into it and you can't move around very well. This planet wasn't bad. I'll grab that one. Alright, bring this in. Actually, what I'm gonna do is, I got all those two. Stick these in the breeder. Oh, my freighter's not in this system. I have all those mods too. Stick these all in here too. I know I can just do a quick transfer, but I'd like to see how much I actually have at the same time. Oh, I can't move these directly. Alright. Oh. It's only one page over, so... Yeah, I have to go through all these at some point and see what I have. I probably wasted a bunch of nanites, but I can always get them back easy enough. I'll just go scrap a bunch of those exotic ships again. Oh, I didn't realize I didn't have any of these. Interested to see what those crack into. Voltgaster. Alright. Oh, I never sold off that stuff either. Alright, these over. Yeah, I didn't hardly get any Starbulb out of that other planet. Okay, so I'm up to 3,000. Okay, I'm halfway there on that. Actually, I need 3,200 for selenium, so I'm pretty much there. Good. I was thinking of something else here too. I can't remember what I wanted to do. Well, actually, jump on here. I think maybe I will do a couple warps to see if I can find a good stasis system. Just do a few warps and I'm gonna jump off of the night. I'm gonna run upstairs. I think I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick too. Actually, I'm gonna check to see if my dog has to go out too. So, give me like 5 minutes. I will be right back. Alrighty, I'm back. Grab myself a drink too. I think, yeah, I got more of this. Might as well harvest it while it's here. If I remember right, I think I get 2,000 each time I harvest this, so I'm gonna end up probably switching these out at some point and do maybe a money crop up here for half of it, and then do that or expand it, one or the other. Yeah, I get 2,400, so I'm just gonna make all of that into glass. A lot of glass. Alright, so that's 60 more. Okay, I think I need, I'm gonna need, I think 29 biodomes. That's gonna be a good amount of glass. I'll move this down here. Actually, I'll put all the glass on the bottom, it'll be easier that way. I try to keep a stack of everything in if I can. So, and back over here. And just realized that needs to get moved. I thought I had a bolt caster. Alright. Oh, I do have a couple things in here to sell, though. Junk, pretty much. And I'm not a big fan of crafting this stuff, so typically I go to a pirate station and loot it. So I'll have to do that eventually again. Let's go over and get like a stack or two. I don't want that, I want this. I think what I am going to do, though, is I want to, I'm going to end up using a bunch of stone coming up. So what I am going to do is I'm going to go to my, where's my ferrite base? Oh, it's my oxygen farm, that's right. Actually, I'll grab this oxygen while I'm here, too. Taking quite a while to warp over there. Yeah, that was a long time for an empty base. What's my ship look like? Oh, I'll get that in there still. Alright. What I do like to do is I like to get kind of far away from here. Probably just go up here, just warp over towards the other side of the planet. I might as well, before I land, I'm just going to harvest some of these rocks. A little ferrite farming. Just get a couple stacks of it. I don't need a ton of it. The little rocks are what you're really looking for. That's what adds up quicker. Yeah, I want to get a ship just for that. But you can get a lot of stuff just by doing this. Sometimes you can get pure ferrite, condensed carbon, just a whole bunch of stuff. You get a bunch of geodes too that can break into magnetized ferrite. And, you know, dihydrogen, you can get oxygen like this. You can get so much different stuff. This side of the planet's more rocky than I thought it was. What I'm looking for is an area kind of like this. I think this will work really good. What I'm going to end up doing is stripping away a lot of this land to get silicate dust. But I want it to be in kind of a low area. I think this area will work fine. I just want to try to grab up as much of this crap as I can. Alright, let's go on land. Yeah. It's a whole lot of ferrite dust. Stick that in my freighter for now. Yeah, I usually use the positron ejector for that, but I don't know, the Infernite works pretty friggin' good. And it doesn't overheat constantly. Put that in my freighter. I get a lot of stuff in no time doing that. I have a little bit more of that. Alright. And what I'll do is I'll put down a marker here too, so I can dig in the same area. I'll probably just go like yellow. I want something that kind of sticks out a little bit. A lot of times, if I put down a beacon for something yellow, it means it's, well, I consider it like a S-class type of thing, but, you know, a lot of times, like, if I find a S-class ship or an S-class multi-tool, I'll put down a yellow. All you do is kind of dig out this a little bit. If you can dig down, that's even better. No, fucking charge depleted already. Let's see here. Alright. So now all I do, bring that up, go over to flat mode. Just flatten everything. I'll strip out everything. I do it away from my base so it doesn't hurt the render over there. So I always try to do it over here. Plus it doesn't count towards your terrain edits and stuff like that. If you do it right near a base, it'll count towards that. It looks like I went right into a cave too. Yeah, if you go flat mode, you end up with tons of silicate powder. If I look, you know, not very much right now, but you get on a good run with it, you get stacks and stacks of it really quick. Probably went down deeper than I should have, but I wanted to get down to bedrock. You don't have to get to bedrock or anything, it's just, I find it easier to dig up than to dig down. This stuff. And as you can see by my counter, it's just going up and up and up. I think having that cave there kind of screwed things up a little bit. And so all I'll do is just keep going kind of like I am right now. It eats through the, you'll have to recharge quite often, but it's just a really quick way to get a lot of silicate powder with very little effort. So it's almost like you're strip mining the whole thing. Just take it all right out. Oh, and recharge again. As you can see, it adds up pretty quick. So, and if you're doing a lot of stone, you know, if you need a lot of stone, this is a really good way to get it, because you can't buy silicate, so. That's something that I hope that they do change at some point, though, being able to purchase it. So, that's just how I end up doing it. I'll a little bit more here. I like to get a few stacks of it just so I can toss it in my storage. But I've been meaning to get down here and show how I get this. And just walk around for a few minutes, the next thing you know you got tons of silicate. Too bad I'm in a cave though. That you can always jump into a cave too and do this too, though. The cave doesn't, it doesn't matter. I just prefer to dig a hole. I'll go all the way down to the bedrock. That way if I do want to put something up on top at some point, I don't have to worry about regenerating the ground or anything like that. Try it again. You can even aim your beam up a little bit and do above your head. Get quite a bit that way as well. And you can go up as far as your beam will stretch. It's finicky, but you can actually go all the way up to the surface like this if you want. You just have to keep moving your beam around. That's how I get it. I've been doing this like in normal mode. If I don't do anything if I'm not doing like creative settings, I'll do this as well. You just get a lot more this way than you do digging a hole, so something to keep in mind. I mean, even like really, really early game, as long as you have a terrain manipulator, you get underground, you can just sell off stacks of silicate powder for money. It's definitely not the best way to make money by any stretch, but if you're really, really low on money, you can do it. But I would suggest getting an entire inventory full of it before you sell it, because the price will drop. It doesn't sell for much, so you're definitely not going to get rich doing it. But if you really need money and don't want to deal with sentinels or anything like that, you can do this. Might take quite a while, but it can be done. And dig out here a little bit, and yeah, I just see just got a ton of this stuff now. Enough to get started on a build, anyway. The problem is you're gonna probably not know how to get out of here, so just dig straight up. jetpack out. I'm actually trying to explore this cave a little bit too. I can't figure out which way to go. Up this way somewhere. Yeah, this looks like a regular cave system. You'll be able to follow this right up, and there's the hole. But typically, if you do get stuck down here, just dig a hole up. Should be good. Now, next time I need to get more of this, I'll just come back to that marker again. That way I'm digging everything up in the same area. And I mean, you can do this from the top down, it's just I prefer to do it from the bottom up. But you can definitely get a lot of this stuff. And I always pick an airless planet for this too, because pretty much I can make I can get all the ferrite dust, silicate powder, and carbon I want on this one planet because of my oxygen. I can always break my oxygen down into carbon. So typically, like if I was in normal mode and not doing any creative stuff, I would set up a base here with like a dozen refiners and just make a bunch of, like pure ferrite and carbon, do it all right here. That's what I typically do. So, before we had all the changes to difficulty and stuff, that's what I would do. Just makes things nice and easy, having everything in one area. Alright, so I want to fill up one more time. That's all there is to that. Here's my ship. Now what I'll do is I'll just take all of that and just stick it right in my freighter, then I'll move it into my storage. Because I'm going to want to use stone on the stasis device farms. That'd be like my primary building medium. Actually, while I'm here, they did change that when you go to take off your little, oh, there's some oxygen over there. Your little takeoff thing, your meter, I noticed that changed a little bit. I'm gonna hit the anomaly because I want to go unlock some more base building parts. I should have quite a few of them done already. I know some of the stuff I need to unlock cost a good amount of salvage data, stuff like the bite bead and the wonder machine thing that never works. I don't really do many anomaly missions. I will on like my regular save, but I don't even think I have any. I got a little bit of Quicksilver, but I think that's all from the story. Yeah, typically I unlock everything on the main save. View and Sphere, that's still way too expensive. I don't know what they were thinking making it that expensive. I just want to check my building parts mainly, because I think they're all done. Oh, almost all.
I have received.
I almost never use prefabs, so it feels kind of weird to unlock them. I'm not going to bother with that yet. Watertight door, I do want that. See, some of this stuff you can unlock through your base NPC. I might as well get all these decals out of the way. I'm glad this doesn't kick you out to the menu every time you buy something. Get these. Like every time I get like 100 or whatever salvage data, I like to come up here and just buy whatever I can. Oops. And these I'd like to unlock like early in the game because it's an easy way to get light in your base. Because the lighting sucks, in case you didn't know. So anything that can throw some extra light is always worth getting. Especially early on. Alright, so those are done. I have that. Cart would be good to have. Alright, just spend the rest right here. Alright, that one. Alright, so unlocking everything slowly. I do want to see this guy though, because I realized I don't have this yet. Or that. Actually, I'll just unlock everything just so it's done. Except for the, well, don't really need the translators. Grab that. Rocket boots I typically don't install on Permadeath. I think I will though. I used to never use them. The good thing is, sometimes they can be a pain to use when you're building, but I can always just store it away in my, I can always store the mod away if I don't want to use it. It is helpful with getting around though. I don't care about my standing. Here. I never used the Salutron. You know, I might as well just unlock them. I have pretty much an endless supply of nanites now, so I don't have to worry about them. I'm pretty sure I have everything unlocked that I want here, though. I'm not sure. I know I don't want to use the plasma launcher. I don't know if this thing will hurt you. Like anything with the launcher I'd avoid in Permadeath. And is this an attachment? You know, I'm just gonna unlock them. I'll know when I install it if it's something bad. I don't think these hurt you. I just know the plasma launcher and geology cannon can. So I just want to avoid that whole area. I might as well get the stuff with pulse spitter. I never really used the pulse spitter, but I may check it out a little bit. on a different save just to see how it works now. I know that when they introduced the ricochet rounds, like sometimes it just wouldn't work. So that was a long time ago. It was probably 2 or 3 years ago. You go to use it and it wouldn't do any damage. So you might as well just unlock those too. And I'll probably never ever use it. Just so I have it in case I decide to build different types of multi-tools. See how it all works. See what this guy has. I'll get that AI pilot. I wish it wouldn't kick me out of the menu. That's something we've been asking for what, 6 years now? Alright. Oh, that's not too bad. I only spent like 4,000 nanites. That's actually pretty good. All these are done, so... Alright. You know what? I think it's probably about time to actually give this guy a change. Oh, what any other stuff is. Yeah, I don't really want to do that. Stick with anomaly. Yeah, like I don't have everything on my characters. Because this is my second account, so it's a lot of stuff I don't have. I thought they told you what the name of this stuff is when you hover over it. Are they normal? Oh, this is where you change the head. Alright. What the heck? I should have these. Oh, okay. I do. Oh, actually, there's all these heads here now. I wonder if this is new. I wonder if these are all new or not. I have no idea. I have no idea what I'm doing. Alright. Go with that. I was gonna kick out of the chunky one. Need different armors. And this is where I get to flex a little bit. Got my Iteration 1 title. What about red? Yeah, there we go. God, that looks like crap. I don't like that armor at all. Well, that armor with that torso. Right now. I guess that'll work. Oh, actually, I can sell that mod here. Yeah, this is one place. There's a challenge where you can't use space stations, but you can sell mods here. So, if you're doing a challenge where you can't use a space station, you can always come here to sell them. I'm just gonna sell that. I think I'm gonna end up jumping out here. Alright. Oh, I never checked with him. I think I unlocked those ice structures on my main save. Yep. Unlock these here. I'm pretty sure I have everything. Everything else I'm good on. I don't like those legs. I have to change that. That's bugging me already. It looks so weird without the upper leg. It still looks kind of funky though. Actually, I'm just going to use the teleporter. I'm just going to go right over the... I like to save at the space stations typically, but I'm gonna save at my base just in case there is some weird thing that happens. I'm just gonna go down to my base. I want to go to a base that doesn't have anything around it. So I'll just go right back to my oxygen base. And I'll save there, and I gotta jump out for the night. Oh. Well, at least you guys finally got to see how I do, how I get silicate powder. That's how I normally do it. While I'm here, I do want to, I forgot to grab this. So I want to put that, actually stick it right in the storage container, and probably put it in the wrong spot, but it's alright. And I don't really need any carbon here, so I am going to call it a night. So I appreciate anybody that check this out, and I will see you next time. Have a good one.